All right, shalom. First, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kodash. Second of all, I want to give the honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Elder Tahar, and on down that rule well. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the hopeful elect out there to push this truth, the truth of the King James Bible, and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right, so I just want to do a short in transit lesson of how alone the spirit of Yahweh allows it to go, and I want to name the video until the kingdom comes. All right, and Lord Will's brothers, you see on the screen, I have this article here from the Zero Hedge, and it says, watch Gavin Newsom's Oakland, California transform into a war zone on Juneteenth. All right, so it says dramatic footage has surfaced on X showing a Juneteenth celebration in Oakland, California, which transformed into a war zone in the overnight hours. What appears to be a gang-on-gang violence sparking an insane shootout in the city streets in a state governed by the radical leftist Gavin Newsom, where common sense law and order are more seemingly excess skip the whole part which common sense and order are seemingly absent such scenes are becoming more frequent in this incident further exemplifies why people and businesses continue to flee to safer red states. All right, so as brothers know, pretty sure all the brothers out there know, yesterday was so-called Juneteenth or whatever, was supposed to be, a day that so-called Negroes get together. All right, so-called black people, where there's no such thing as a black person. All right, we're all Israelites. So-called Negroes are Israelites from the tribe of Judah. All right, mainly. All right, then you got the tribe of Benjamin, which is the Southern Kingdom, and the tribe of Levi, which is also the Southern Kingdom. And you got the rest of Israel, the Northern Kingdom, which consists of you so-called Latinos, Cubans, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Native and Seminole Indians, all right, which are Israelites, all right. And Juneteenth is not mentioned in the scriptures. We're not supposed to celebrate Juneteenth, all right. Matter of fact, let me do this real quick. All right, Salaki brothers, I just looked up for what is Juneteenth and why is it celebrated, which was again yesterday. It said it wasn't until June 19, 1865, when the Army Major General Gordon Granger announced General Order Number 3 in Galveston, Texas, when more than 250 enslaved people were finally free, which were not free. All right, and look at the word emancipate too. All right, which the elders have went into that many times. All right, what the word emancipate means. All right, which we're not free. We're still slaves. All right, until Babylon the Great, which is America, mystery Babylon the Great, which is America, is destroyed. All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native and Seminole Indians ain't free. All right, but that's a whole nother topic. But yeah, and this is why we constantly say, trying to get, because you got so many together. I'm trying to get the whole nation come together, and it don't work. This is just more. It's supposed to be a day to celebrate, black culture or whatever. But every single time, here in down here in Florida, I'm not really sure if they do it down south or in central Florida, but I know up here in North Florida, they have something called May Day. All right, which they again, I'm not sure if they celebrate that in other places or even in down south or central Florida, but I know up here in North Florida, they celebrate something called this jackass doing, man, Slocky brothers, but they celebrate something called May Day, which supposedly when the slaves were free, which again we're not free, all right, we're still in slavery, but it's supposed to be a day, to celebrate, hang out, listen to music, you know, drink some yayan or whatever, just hang out, chill. But it always ends in violence, all right? It always ends in violence. A day when Jake's supposed to be coming together, you know, and being in harmony with one another, you know, chilling, you know, no violence, no crazy shit going on. It always ends in violence. It never fails. Like with this. Right here, it's violence. It ain't got nothing to do with how bad, how fucked up California is. It could be anywhere. It could be absolutely anywhere, all right? And shit'll just pop off. Wherever you got a bunch of so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native and Seminole Indians together in the same area, especially in these days, 9 times out of 10 is going to end in violence, all right? Why? Because it all goes back to the curses, all right? We'll all come together and be at peace and harmony, you know, be cool and be able to chill and listen to music and, you know, or listen to music being played and drink some yayan or whatever when the kingdom of heaven comes. It's a lot of brothers. When the it's a lot, man. It's Satan, man. But when the kingdom of heaven comes, that's when, right? But on this side, you know, it's not gonna happen, man. Right? Again, especially in these times. Now, these cases where, you know, you can't get Jake together and, you know, it don't end in violence, or, you know, that's once in a blue moon. But 9 times out of 10, it's gonna end in chaos. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28. Was it 54? I think it is. Yep. It's Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye should be evil towards his brother, and towards his wife of his bosom, and towards the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. All right. And that's Jake to the T. All right, black on, what they call so-called black on black crime. All right, you know, Jake leaving his children. That's you know, you tell anybody, yeah, I got both parents in my life, and my parents are still together, and you're a so-called Negro, Latino, and Native and Seminole Indian, especially a so-called Negro. You know, they'll look at you like you got 10 heads, like your parents are still together. All right, that goes back to the curses. All right, that all goes back to the curses. But the scripture said again, thy eye should be evil towards thy brother. All right, so especially these times where the love of many, like the Lord Yahushua spoke about in the last days, the love of many waxing cold, which is definitely waxing colder and colder. All right, we're in igloo status right now, man. All right, freezing cold. How heartless people are, especially our people, and you see it every day towards our own people. All right, but it all goes back to the curses, and the Lord said, "Thy eye should be evil towards thy brother." And then that's why, you know, you can't get Jake together and have something like this, because it's always going to end in violence, especially in these times. Now again, once every blue moon, you might get a bunch of niggas together and it'd be cool, but that's very rare. 9 times out of 10, it ends in violence. It may not always be gun violence, but it'll always be a fight, whether it's a family reunion or what have you. It'll be a fight or gun violence, a shootout, or, you know, gang wars or whatever. Like I believe it said that was a gang war, right? But you know, it's not going to work getting all the nation together and everybody, all Jake coming together and being in peace and harmony. It's never going to happen. It's never going to work. Not on this side. All right, it's going to happen in the kingdom of heaven. When the kingdom of heaven has been established, that's when it's going to happen. We'll be able to have stuff like this. You know, if it's allowed. You know, so, like say in the kingdom, if we did want to have a block party, which, you know, I doubt it will be, but a block party, you know, in the kingdom we could do that. But on this side, no, it ain't gonna happen. Not in a million years, especially in these times. All right. And again, once every blue moon you can have it, but it's not gonna happen. All right. And it's Isaiah chapter 11, verse 9. Yeah, okay. And they shall not hurt or destroy in all my holy mountain, for the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the Lord, and the waters cover the sea. All right, so it said, the Lord said, they shall not hurt or destroy in all my holy mountain. All right, so that's going to end amongst Israel. There's going to be no more violence between each other. All right. When you read further up and speak about the child being able to play with the snakes, the poisonous snakes and things like that. All right, because when it comes to Israel, there'll be no hurt in Israel. All right. There'll be no more death amongst Israel. There'll be no more so-called black on black crime or black on brown crime or nothing like that. The Lord said there should be no destroying or hurting in all my holy mountain. And that's amongst Israel. So the curses where it said that I should be evil towards thy brother is going to go away. All the curses are going to go away. All right. But amongst the other nations, they'll still be getting their ass, but especially Esau, Edom, so-called white man. But amongst Israel, everything will be all good, man. Jumping down to verse 11. Matter of fact, verse 12, slack it. And he shall stand for ensigns of the nation, and shall assemble Salakia, the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. The envy of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversary of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim. Right, and that's happening, now amongst us, amongst the brothers, the Akim, and few Akwata that believe. It's happening amongst us now. All right. The hate towards each other has, disappeared. All right. We don't look at, sure, brothers may have issues, but there's no hate. There's no hate, and, I kill, he's a Latino, I hate him. Or he's a so-called Negro, I hate him. Or he's a North American Indian, so-called, I hate him. Just because, his so-called race, which those ain't racist, those are just bywords, all right? But that's out the window, Again, brothers may have different spirits on them and, might cause a little friction, but eventually, at the end of the day, we all have love for each other. If you're a true brother, but as a whole, in the kingdom, amongst Israel, all that's going to depart, all that's going to be done away with, all right? There'll be no more hating, no more violence towards us, towards each other. So that'll all be a thing of the past. And that's going to happen in the kingdom of heaven. All right, not on this side. All right, in the kingdom of heaven. Again, not on this side. So it's a waste of time trying to get the nation to come back together. All right, it ain't going to happen. And be in peace and harmony with one another. It ain't going to happen. All right, this last one, this is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, the whole house of Jacob, the southern and northern kingdom, and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them. And they shall take them, and the strangers are the Israelite foreigners, and they shall take them captives who captives they were, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for service and handmaids. And they should take them captives who captives they were, and they should rule over their oppressors. All right, because our oppressor, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, woman, and child. All right, especially the so-called, white man, the powers that be, the elites of Edom. All right, so-called elites of Edom. They set things up, for black on black crime to be on the rise. All right, and in the kingdom, they're going to pay for that, man. They're going to pay for that. All right. Once we get all these devils in slavery, we're going to all be on one accord. Ain't going to be no, you can't hate the white man, brother. You can't hate the Samoan man. You can't hate the Chinese man. We all going to have that same hatred for you devils, starting with Esau, all right, in the kingdom. Because Esau is responsible. Ultimately, it's the curses, but Esau pushes violence towards our people, glorifies it, does nothing to try to stop it. All right, and he loves it. He can't get enough of it. To see you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native and Seminole Indians destroy each other, he can't get enough of it. All right, but in the kingdom, we're all going to see eye to eye. All right, we'll all be good. Then that's when Israel comes back together and we can all live in peace and harmony. But on this side, it ain't gonna happen. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashira, Kakwadash, double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and safety to you brothers that push this truth and sincerity. With that, I'm going to say shalom.